But we'll get into it later, as it is going to be Liquid choosing to start on the T side. Despite Heroic picking this map. They won it last time. Got a full A execute here for Liquid as they come storming in. Xfloud up in heaven. Bit of a gap forced by the shot through the smoke, but he can't connect a kill. LNZ committed in the site, and for good reason, as he next two as they cross in. Gonna have to be a retake now as the bomb goes down.
Plant secured, but the battle is only just beginning for Liquid here. They've lost ultimate on a swing. Out in the heavens, it's Nerds and NAF trying to make magic happen. A dink down range. Nerds will close. Hell of a round from Guy.
Sorry, no one was retaking, so I was scared they were flanking. Yeah, no, it's all good.
And no one was retaking, so NAF was scared they were flanking, which, you know, fair enough. Round locked in as Nerds delivers.
That hurts to lose, really. When you get a 4v3 like that and you get to give up the site entirely and coming together. But a lot of space taken in the post plant. Nerds puts it to use. This time he wants victory over his former organization. But we can't drum that story too much because not a single similar player. This is a new look Heroic that came on to 2025 with an exciting start. The question is, can they remain exciting? Can they stick it on LAN? The one LAN match was against Spirit, so we can write it off. And even then, they made a brief comeback to make it interesting. This is a match we know Heroic can win. They've already done so. And so with MP9s in round 2, they look to find the force. Meanwhile, Liquid surrounding this B-bomb site. It's a crisp couple of entries for Nerds as they come flying into him. And this was not even a commitment. Everyone's still defaulting. JKS holding the A push. There's even in B.
Good clear for NAF.
Business.
Let's do the same thing.
I was talking to Liquid a little bit before we came into this game. The vibes seem good right now. They are playing table tennis, having a nice time. It's a good warm-up.
Nerd said playoffs.
Yeah,
so he'll be humble and he'll go for playoffs.
Be humble. We just want to go top 8.
Just be humble. Well, a player with... I like the high aspirations because we know this team should be capable of that. They just did it at Shanghai with Yakinda instead of Nerds. And by all margins, this is an upgrade. I guess the only argument is the role. Obviously, it's a big conversation, but Liquid trying to figure things out. They think they can make it work. And we have seen JKS slightly change how he plays on these T sides as well. Still going to be an extremity player, but I've seen him be going for more entries on certain maps like Ancient. It's going to be teething issues here for Liquid, no doubt, but these are the perfect games to figure them out in the play-in. By all standards, this game started off strong. 3-0 lead. Boot on Heroic's neck, and a full buy coming up. And even though, you know, I definitely want to buy into this Heroic project because I think as an organization, they've done some really cool things. They've built up a lot of great rosters. Saw has done so much with seemingly so little. They've also returned some Pius to competitive play in this team, and he was great to watch back in Copenhagen and online. And so there's definitely aspects that are enjoyable about this Heroic squad, but at the same time, I actually have really high expectations of Liquid. I like the playoffs cool. I think Liquid certainly need to prove themselves to start off a good year. If they start off this year with, you know, crash out, like we can write off Bounty for them because it was their first couple of games. It was online matches as well. If they crash out here at Katowice, I think that just on a vibe level, this team is going to have trouble. We all, you know, we know internally, Like, this is a rocky road for Liquid over the past couple of years with the amount of players that have come in and the little amount of relative success these rosters have achieved compared to what we would expect on paper. The whole Cadian arc. So I want to see a lot more from Liquid. This is the tournament to do it.
I think you're dead on with your expectations and what's to follow here, especially because, you know, echoing again what was said on the desk, Kassad mentioned it, how like this is just a flat upgrade, right? It's not like you've kind of side graded a player, so now you have someone with a different set of skills that you're trying to integrate. Like, Nerds brings a hell of a lot to the table. And the same thing that was even said about Yakindar all the way back when he first moved into this squad, Nerds is one of those players where you feel like he could join any team and instantly make them better. And so that is the expectation for Liquid here.
That was a nightmare for LNZ. He peeked before the flash and he got full blinded and then he got spotted. So JKS nades him out and finds that entry kill here that Liquid desperately desired in a 4v5. They're going to commit to this A, execute. It's only Xflow taking up the position of his fallen teammate.
And support is a long way away. Gets out with the first, but an instant trade from Twistzz. Smoke's already down in Con. Fast flank on the cards. If Tanier could just buy a few more seconds here, that would be valuable. Instead, he falls, spammed out by Nafly. Youngster arriving on this fast flank. They just turn for it, though. Ultimate. That mental timer goes off. And at the perfect moment, he strikes.
That's crazy as well. I mean, by all accounts, Youngstar had the drop on him, hit the first shot, but he couldn't even get a second bullet out of his gun to find that kill. Sumpire save, and Liquid stick the landing.
There is no escape. Good fucking shit, Justin. It's fine.
So the thing, let's get into the veto here, because the thing I think that's interesting this
I'm
time,
glad, yeah, I wanted to talk about it too.
It's tough. I started it, so
go
first. Heroic picked this map. Last time Liquid picked Anubis as the second map. We had the bans, they're the same, of Training Inferno, but Liquid picked this map last time, and so it let Heroic pick T-side. They went on a 7-round T-side, they closed the map, they look good. Heroic now pick it, even though maybe you could expect Liquid would have picked this again, trying to get revenge. And the downside of Heroic picking it is Liquid get that T-side start that I think, you know, I've said this recently, like teams are starting, usually you just go CT side every time, on every map, in every game. You never pick T-side. Even when Dust 2 was 54% back in like 2020, 21. Nowadays, we are seeing teams pick T-side on Anubis, on Dust, even on Inferno as well. So Liquid get an inherent advantage there. The rest of the veto is shaken up a bit because we have a nuke pick for Liquid. That was banned out by Heroic last time. And we have a Dust 2 close, which Liquid banned last time. So some big changes after this week off. And right now they're coming up for Liquid. Sumpire maybe with a tech, looking frustrated.
Yeah, what just happened there?
Talking to an admin, but damage has been done. I don't know what's happened. Clearly...
Whoa, that's awkward.
Yeah, no, something's broken.
It looked like he froze or something, but the kill came in after the fact.
He's playing. Round is live. Something going wrong.
Oh, that's the hero warp. He had a play he wanted to make as well. Had the flash pulled, ready to go out mid.
Should just be looking to save, I think, once this A hit comes in, because it's 4v5 on eco. But Liquid are loving the T-side start. They are bleeding the clock. Fake on A, but I don't think Heroic are buying it. They've still got 2 players at this B bomb site. Sure, Sumpire's in the wrong place. It's good for Liquid. But that's a sick kill for LNZ. And he might go one step further. Dropping in, JKS. Oh, good spray. Recovers that kill as they try and box in this B hit. Youngster gets aggressive and Liquid send it. 20 seconds.
They can retrieve. This can get weird. Sumpius now joins the fray as well, moving over on that AWP. Youngster opens. There's the Sumpius. AWP gets there just in time.
Call them whatever we want. Flamesy, Flames, you know, depends on the game. And so we'll beat around the bush with this one. Yeah, I mean, first Katowice, first time in the Hall of Heroes for 4 of the 5 players are heroic. This Sangao core, Antonia as well, new boy. Want to see if he can show us what he did online. Had an incredible debut that you mentioned. But past that point, had trouble sticking the landing. Obviously didn't get his visa in time to play Bounty. Oh, they're walking up close. And a leg shot. That's devastating for Sumpius.
Yeah, Mac-10 goes brrr, Twistzz, running it into the A site. Xfloud head on a swivel. Valiant last stand as he's still in this, but there's the backstab from Nerds. And he's even going for a little bit more. Nerds will get punished. Tanier with the trade, Ultimate over in camera, looking for the pick that defines the outcome of this round, and Youngster walks right into his crosshair. It's just Tanier. A scary route laid out ahead of him. They're both swinging this angle. They want the fight. They want the 2v1.
Ooh.
He breaks apart the engagement, deals with JKS. Ultimate, though, there to pick it up.
Oh, Nerds is terrifying in that round. He's going for the Omega flank where he doesn't trade Twistzz and he goes Heaven instead. It's weird because on one hand, he kind of sells his teammates in A main and doesn't trade Twistzz. But on the other hand, he's guaranteed to get that kill by the time he gets to Heaven. So it's a risk-reward maneuver that almost lets Liquid down. But fighting together in the post plant, Ultimate and JKS so often alive in these late rounds together, they're going to get it done. Ultimate on the AK with an impact kill to keep Liquid in control of this game. We've got one more buy for Heroic before all things get awkward on this CT side. Tanier with a shotty.
It's a good position for it, but the util's always going to make your life miserable. Oh, Tanier was debating going through that. It's good that he didn't. Nats was there waiting on the other side. Heard that auto shotgun now. That would be enough of a reason for me to not want to give it a look in. He's going to up and leave.
Another A pop for Liquid. These have been really good. Still got some nades for LNZ. He goes out. It's not going to stop Liquid. They are all in for this one. Look at Heroic's rotation. They've started to make the info play. They know it's coming.
A little bait and switch here, though, and they actually go swinging it together. Linus controls that M4, and with a bit of help from Xfloud, it's all left onto Ultimate. That auto shotgun finally gets to play its hand. And so back and forth we go. Heroic
plays. It's something that this map was when Ultimate joined this team, Liquid, he was so effective at finding 5v4s on CT Anubis. Big reason why Liquid loved this map and made it their home map. He was a huge piece of it. So can Sumpius find similar effect in this new squad? Set up to succeed, but there's so many players shooting blind. LNZ shooting blanks dead early. Twistzz follows up. That's more of that Canadian Twistzz magic in middle. Double entry, and JKS denies a flank from Con. This is just crumbling for Heroic. Sumpius should save, he knows it. But they're gonna feed him, he's gonna eat him. One grabbed. No way he's going for this though.
Canadian Twistzz. I like that.
I
didn't know. I don't know what it means. Like, what is it when
I said
he's
magic
playing,
after. There was another word.
when he's playing scared?
You are
he's like,
rewriting history.
He's American Twistzz.
You are rewriting history, Harry.
That's more like it. That Canadian Twistzz.
I added magic.
Magic.
Let the record show. It's not my best work. It is some of my work.
But a timeout well spent, I would say, for Team Liquid. Good openers provided from the captain. It's teed up by a some pious flashbang. But they've just been lacking the manpower. They found good space in other areas of the map, but let's see what the adjustment is for Heroic. It's a three-man start leaning towards A, bit more passive over in mid. And that's right as Liquid look to take away this water control. Molly Smoke dropped in there early, but it looks like Nerds prepared to do battle for this control. Molly in, so he knows he's got the space. This is good real estate to have early on for Nerds. All the makings of the B split. Nerds tries his hand at the opening, but it doesn't pan out. Tanier responds with a double. Ultimate's been waiting all around over at the T-stairs. Finally gets to fire off on that AWP. Tries to regain this ground over towards Dark, but if you look at the minimap, everyone's rotated around for Heroic with the exception of xFloud.
Oh, great boost.
3 strong over towards B, and that boost is allowed to come through as a result. Tanier causing problems. NAF will reply, and they know about Linus. They know someone put Tanier up on that boost. They're not able to get this one man. He's not giving the fight away. This is a great play to delay from Linus, and it's meant that there was no defense around this bomb plant. Ultimate will get run through by some Pious.
Now, who will stick the landing first and control the economy? We've even got Nerds down on his famed MP7.
Man, I feel like we've been promising all game that one of these teams is going to have that breakthrough moment and finally take control of the economy, and it's Heroic kind of, I mean, both squads in that position now. So whoever wins this one is looking for an extra round on the back of it. For Liquid, that would mean cementing a solid T-side. For Heroic, it would mean a hell of a CT half. 5 rounds, as good as done. You'll take that all day long on Anubis. Are they ready to withstand this B split again? This time a bit more up-tempo to take Dark away. 3 strong there as well, but the bomb goes in first. NAF out of the round as Tanier once more offers up the defense. Youngster here playing trades. Won't be able to get this reload off in time. Twistzz Tech 9 Supremacy will lock in this B site. Bomb picked up. Ultimate looking down for this fight in Dark. Linus gonna walk the smoke, and that gives the kill away for free. It's just xFloud. They swing him together, yes. And xFloud's able to repel it. 1v2 for xFloud. And that has teed up Heroic for a stellar CT half.
All right, maybe it's on land where we get this guy, because we were touting him as, you know, the talent inside of that Sangol team, but in Heroic so far, he's been outshone by Tanier, by Youngster. xFloud, strong start to this game, some solid A multi-kills, does it in the clutch as well here. Heroic needed that just to stay afloat in this map. Bringing the energy to the Hall of Heroes.
Look at this, Liquid have forced, because that round comes down to a 1v2 clutch, right? They know that they still have Heroic in that vulnerable position.
Risky move.
I mean, this is trying to min-max as many rounds as you can.
But 6 isn't enough. If they lose this, they're on back-to-back forces. They're looking at a 6-6 half. That's not a great half for a T-side of Anubis.
No, and I think it becomes very impressive for Heroic if they're able to pick up this map, because you talked about the veto earlier on, how Liquid were the ones to pick this into the matchup the last times these teams faced. It would show just how strong Heroic are becoming on Anubis. But the Pistols find a lot of success to open up this round. And on money alone, Heroic should be eyeing up the save here. 2 kills, all it takes for Liquid to break through. Oh, there's so much of a gamble on this retake. You know you have the edge in terms of the firepower, and you really don't want to be giving this over. But if you lose it, if you come up short, you're left with nothing, and suddenly the runway is open for Liquid to have a good T-side after all.
Nice bloodlusting for Nerds there. Definitely worth it. With all this talk of economy going into the last couple of rounds of the half, and it's Heroic who actually will be left lacking. Liquid take a big risk, a big swing, but it lands square in the face. 7-round half, worst case. And they've got Heroic with a pretty poor buy coming up. It's going to be 3 rifles, it looks like. They've been trying to do this all half. They finally get in that con control with a lot less resistance, and look at the platform it just gives you to go for a fast B split. Explosive T round. And Youngster, hello.
Very ballsy play. I'll hear this from Twistzz. He's actually going to try push through. Nerds nade on the smoke. He didn't spot him, having crossed to the other side.
Oh, this is so good right now. They're just ready. They're primed to go off of Youngster's contact. This molly will stall things out. I like the Sunpice actually goes back there. Oh, he can't make up his mind. Still scared of all these smokes over B, but still got Youngster in this very potent position.
Not spotted by the mid players either.
It's actually going to go wrong, it might. No one's looking. Oh, they saw something. Don't know how, but they find him. Now this A-split's on.
And Youngster goes from being an aggro lurk to someone that you would expect in this position if you're JKS. Oh, timing though!
Yeah,
and that MP9 gives chase. Still, the site has fallen. Liquid 4v3 as they look to win out on the T side. And all 3 players coming in through main. There's this crossfire set up between NAF and Ultimate. Meant to reel it in. It's left to Tanier in this 1v2, but the rest of Liquid don't have to face this. They've got the bomb to play around, and they're playing it together. Layered peak. There's no winning that for Tanier and Heroic. One that Heroic were able to pick up to start the year. Have Liquid come through with a vengeance. Not a util split between Linus and Sunpice in this pistol round. As Heroic set their sights on A. Liquid wait there with 3.
Setup is nice, but it's very committed. JKS can't really bail. And if they wide swing, he's, oh my God, in trouble. Talk of trouble. X-Cloud picked early. JKS gets a bit of a spot on this headshot angle, and it's going to be Nerds taking his bullets for him. There's nowhere to go but Mr. Savage. As the molly hits the site, he hits the deck. 3-on-3, and Heroic swing together a wolf pack of death in this A site. Tanir's on for the ace right now, and he might just get it. NAF bows out, and Heroic connect the shots and the dots to take this pistol round.
Explosive stuff from Tanier, man. I mean, that is a hell of a turnaround in the pistol, a pistol that Heroic desperately needed. And Tanier gets the job done solo. Exciting to see this guy on LAN. I mean, you touched upon it earlier on, right? But that was kind of the first blow to this Heroic squad after managing to secure the LAN playoffs back at Blast Bounty. Tanier couldn't make it due to visa issues. And so finally have him on site for Katowice, and what an impression he's making. 13 and 11, topping the charts for Heroic. Top performer in the server, tied up with Nerds.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Considering he was the landmark signing of Team Liquid, Tanier matching that when this guy was plucked out of the blue by Saw is an impressive feat.
That's the craziest part. You compare these 2 players, right? Nerds has stature, he has experience, he has major playoffs experience, and then you have Tanier, a guy who's been playing online in a mix in a team owned by a streamer. Very impressive output from this guy in the very short amount of time we've seen him play at this level, and I can only imagine he's going to improve. Heroic explosive rather through the B smoke. And there's no one here. Liquid might just have to save.
Yeah, we've already had a unicorn round. We can't get another.
Oh.
Someone's going to die.
2 unicorns? Not
Can't
that
be done,
rare.
or else there would be loads of unicorns.
They're everywhere.
Oh my god, it's going to happen. Hold your breath, everyone. Holy, it might be happening. 10 players alive, 2 games in a row. Don't ruin it, xFloud. Don't ruin it, xFloud. Don't yeah.
We should call them. We should call them like.
Yes, my guy.
Oh.
He gets out of there. xFloud, the real legend. 10 players left standing when all is said and done as the gap continues to close.
I admire your optimism. You're able to celebrate the least exciting thing available.
It doesn't get better than that.
Really?
There's a way you can kind of all win. Obviously, you can't actually all win. Someone has to lose slightly. And in this case, it was Liquid. But they at least get out with all these guns to run back the force again.
They want our hearts. Trying to win the economy now. Trying to make these MP9s sing, or they still can. The retake of Connector here. It's coming at a nice time because LNZ lines up nades. How does he survive that? And that's pre-MP9 nerf. They're going to go for this ace split. There's nothing here to stop it. Just JKS in the middle of the site. He's overwhelmed, and that is it. Heroics stick the landing on their conversions. I mean, Liquid don't really want to save here. They may as well go for some damage on the way out.
It's not going to be a horse round.
Shouldn't be.
No, don't make it a horse now as well.
More of a centaur.
You always, you know,
Go on.
you love horses, right?
Yeah, big fan.
Because you always like to be the centaur of attention. There it is.
Oh.
There it is. Kind of horse-based jokes. It's a
Yeah.
new thing we're trying, paying tribute to the Liquid logo, of course. Which is a horse.
Oh, really? First time I've noticed that, actually.
Yeah, it's a horse with spikes.
I think that's just its mane.
What was that?
No, I don't know. Something bro. It was a flame. Nothing's going to beat Bubble after winning the pistol, calling Furia bots, and then literally bottom fragging. Nothing will ever beat that, for me at least. But we can always try.
All right, hold your horses. Ultimate, donning the AWP. Still those saved MP9s. And Ultimate takes that mid-spawn. He's going to scope up here and look for the opening.
It's actually Liquid going full Furia buy, if we remember that about a year ago when they started doing it, but oh, the orb behind it needed to pluck something out. Instead, it's getting run down. There's a molly in camera. There's nowhere to go for Ultimate. He's saved by his teammate's utility. Great supporting nades from Twistzz. Two-2-1. As Heroic regroup for the B hit. They don't have any con control, though. It's a bit of a one-trick pony, Harry, through main.
Tanir. Able to break through with that opening. NAF spammed out, and Nerds run at down in dark.
Oh, business winning that round. Oh, yeah.
It landed, but it didn't stop the plant. Far from it. And xFloud even
ready.
chasing on that MP9. Enjoy it while you still got it.
Let's not pretend the MP9 is going to be bad now, guys. Let's not. That was a joke. It's not going to be bad. It's still going to be really good, actually. That nerf coming does not feel like enough. And Ultimate.
True, but also,
Yeah?
you know, let's all just remember They nerfed the CZ into the ground to the point where it became unusable. There's like two sides to the coin. I'd rather small incremental changes.
I'm with you. I'm not complaining, for the record. I just think it's an interesting nerf coming because it's not the main problem of the MP9, which is the run and gun.
They'll gather enough data on the Negev to finally finish those changes.
1,700 guys, but
for a short time while we collect data.
Yeah, the data is coming. Kixon's trying to give it to them every day, actually.
7 years of data, and it's still not enough.
I'm going to stand, like, Maui would hate me, but I'm still going to stand by and say, like, I actually think there is a way to make it work.
You buy it like if you're winning a game 11-1.
Damn right.
You buy it, you die, and then you go, all right, and then it's 11-7, and then it's time to lock in.
And I say this, the best usage of an MP9 in a pro game actually isn't Kixon. It's actually M80. Back when Mavs was on the team, Pro League, they would buy Negevs and T-Spawn Ancient. They would throw them towards B, they throw decoys towards B, sell the Negev, and buy a rifle. And so there'd be all this noise outside B, and you couldn't hear steps. It's just very distracting, like 5 Negevs going, very annoying. Mental warfare, Harry. But we're back in.
Oh, an ultimate's open. Nerd says, all right, youngster, might want to watch the push. He catches him, nades pulled, nades primed, but not ready for the aggression. NAF Fly waiting to receive the rest of this B play while xCloud's making some noise in middle. Oh God, there's a lot of getting caught with nades out here for Heroic, and it's meant that this round was unsalvageable. Ultimate puts up a stellar defense with 3. And xCloud, well, they knew where he was, making noise over in middle. They've got a good idea where he could have got to in this time as well.
Ultimate's just a rifle of this game. Put down the AWP, son. Rifle is getting it done. Oh, okay, recovered it. But he's got a lot to do. xCloud in a 1v4 now. I mean, this is a bit scary because now he has a 1v1 against Twistzz. If he gets this kill, open runway to plant the bomb if he can figure that out. It's a good clear position, but Twistzz is jiggling, he lands it. And this is still a very tight game, but that is Liquid's first CT round locked in.
I could see Roland, from Poland no less, showing up in Katowice. Ooh. Powerful nade, and Nerds, he liked the aggression in the last round. He's trying to come through with it again. This time, youngsters adapted. They lose to near lurking B, but Juzzy still has nades up his sleeve. Gonna get another one downrange, and that'll be a late trade onto youngster.
I mean, this whole round is a masterclass of HEs. 3 50 damage nades landing from Liquid. Don't often get that much for free. And I love the mid-round call from Twistzz. They're going to regroup mid, go for the push. They will lose the B site, but there's a good chance they catch a kill on the way. xCloud trying to get back to connector, and now they can full reset. They hear the smoke. They know that Heroic are taking space. It's up to Sunpius to force the issue. Playing Temple now in the post plant is even better.
It's kind of a gimmicky little fake smoke there, though, right? If you're Liquid, they didn't clear this. They just heard the smoke go off at Temple, so they've all gone CT. Sunpius is going to try get behind them, but that leaves a lot of pressure on Linus to actually slow this down, to buy Sunpius time. Is Linus up for the task?
It's a good molly.
Molly put down, going to slow this retake. Give even more time to Sunpius. He bought him as much as he could, but it's just the one and done. Sunpius cut down shy of the clutch.
You just think one kill there for Linus, and that actually is super winnable. The clock was really low. Get a couple of kills for Sunpius, but they trade him really, really fast. Twistzz making some nice moves in this round, right? The re-aggression in middle catches them a kill. They group entirely for the 4v2, and even though Heroic actually have some pretty potent positions, they're not able to make them work. So Liquid don't sit back on this CT side. They bring the heat, and they take back-to-back rounds.
And this is high pressure for Heroic. Last time these squads matched up, Liquid picked into Anubis. Things did not go swimmingly. Heroic now, after making a bit of a staple of their pool, they've picked it into this series, but that gave Liquid the freedom to decide where to take the series for map 2.
We need to be more together as a team. Everything we do on this map has to be as a team. There is no just I'm doing this. We need to help each other.
Completely agree. It's a great call. This is what we're seeing as well in these last few rounds. Again, Liquid make a grouped play. The B main push. They don't actually use a flash. Not giving away the info is nice. Fake smoke out could set up Nerds perfectly, but it does leave him completely on his own with no support. If he peeks now, some players would be dead. He's scoped on the smoke. But Nerds gonna get this close fight instead. To near perfect peek. Nails it as NAF falls to the AWP as well. It's the danger of making the move out of spawn.
Like Twistzz said, right, you have to kind of win as a team, lose as a team, and right there, Liquid, they'll do the latter. Double swing with the flash, and Heroic are able to deal with it well. There's a bit of a move being made out here in middle from Ultimate.
Might drop the bomb.
He'll be close by with the backstab. It's just, I don't think the rest of Liquid are interested in going for this round. They're so far out of it, and after losing NAF and Nerds early on, you can't justify attempting this 3-on-5, not with the money on the line.
Shame to see that. I think if Ultimate actually committed to the flank, he would have killed the bomb before it went out. But like you said, his team weren't even thinking about that round after the double entry, so it was never going to lead to much. Liquid will be allowed to save these guns, as Heroic realize they have to play the long game on their pick.
Terrorists win.
Singles. Go. I mean, okay, I can smoke mate, but is it possible? Can you repeat?
We will do the rain moving, Kev. Can you do the smoke, Simon? And you guys just contact like 3 mid after. You can do dark smoke.
I will insta big B. I mean middle, sorry. I will insta big middle.
All right, let's keep our eyes on some Pius then. No contact pulled for from Twistzz. Instead, he takes a more passive approach.
It's fine. Twistzz isn't going to go swinging. He's going to pull back off middle. Nice flash. Oh, the dink. There's at least a trade. You'll take one for ones if you're Liquid right now, but Twistzz or Ultimate's got to give up mid entirely. Oh, Twistzz gets forced in by the Molotov. The spray looks so close. Tanir on his last legs. Youngster trying to chase down the A anchor as well. He's eating that molly. This is a bit of a messy round for Heroic. They wanted contact mid. They're getting a bit of a bash. 4v3. Just need a group now if they want to commit. So back to connector for a late B. NAF is still here with a belt.
Oh, just about getting back in. Smokes, Molly's deployed. NAF buys precious time. And so Ultimate's able to get here and lend a helping hand. Good stuff from NAF Light. Takes the pace out of the site take, and it's just Tanir left standing. Low on health from that earlier battle on Twistzz in middle, and so takes it no further.
Let's go. Fucking big round, you two. Good fucking job. Beautiful. You can buy both.
And that's despite no one on the B side, right? That regroup for Heroic, a man up into a solo hold. NAF anchors down like a rock, drags Heroic with him to the bottom of the sea. Very nice util usage and sets up his team well to finish that.
Nice!
Liquid now within reach. How much Heroic have been putting on middle. It's a dangerous re-swing for Twistzz, but the AWP blind doesn't punish. Some Pies goes back to B as Heroic own middle. You can see Liquid just aren't worried at all. They're going to aggress elsewhere, pushing into water through A main and con.
Yeah, these have been some picture-perfect responses out of Team Liquid.
Oh, legged.
It was meant to be the trade for Ultimate, but only damage done to Youngster means this is 5v4. Heroic now make their move in middle. Creeping ever closer. NAF just playing for the spot. Wants to at least give Twistzz and JKS the gift of info and even more damage onto Linus. As that comm comes down the line, JKS ready for what's coming his way. Flash leaves him blind. X-Floud starts to chase down the double main setup, but here's NAF on the rotate. JKS still overstays his welcome in main. Heroic haven't been able to flush him out yet. They finally catch him with nades in hand. 2v2 as the plant looks to come through. I don't know about Ultimate deep behind enemy lines, but the longer he takes, the more aware of it they'll become. And now Pius has his eyes on.
Tanir's got to cover his AWP right now, but he gets spammed through the smoke. No info, no need for NAF. Keith! He's done him dirty. 2 kills out of absolutely nowhere. I mean, Pius was scoping. He knew that NAF would know his position behind that smoke, but he was hoping he had cover. You can't cover that. And Liquid have won a lot of man-down rounds in this game.
That's crazy, Keith. Killer Keith.
Fucking sick, Keith. Let's go.
Yeah, Keith.
Go, Keith.
Ooh, I said it too much, and now it doesn't even sound like a name. But great stuff from Keith nonetheless.
Chief Keith.
Chief Keith in the house. Keeping it real. And keeping Liquid in pole position. 3 chances to get this one over the line and claim a bit of revenge.
Impressive CT side, 4 out of the last 5 rounds. Despite the heavy lead Heroic had at the beginning of this half of the first 4 on the T. Okay, Nerds in the smoke, just headshots LNC. They're going to come flying through everyone's body, but not Nerds! He's putting on a show. 4 kills to end this map, to knock Heroic out of Anubis.
Go on, Nerds, go get the ace. Just give in to temptation, just this once. You are literally that guy. Just some Pius left standing, and Heroic might have no choice in the matter. Liquid,
Here he comes.
they wanted revenge for that matchup earlier on in the year, and they're looking to get it. NAF with the closer. Hell of a performance put forward from Nerds on this route to revenge for Team Liquid. Their map